Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for somebody that needs a little bit of a warning. We have Pandora here, and she's got curiosity listed underneath her. So many of you have probably heard of Pandora's box before, the idea that sometimes it's just a little bit too irresistible to step into a difficult or dangerous situation because curiosity overwhelms you. She wanted to know what was in the box, right? So the foresight or the advice from the book says make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Don't be sidelined by curiosity, and hope will pull you through. Face up to the consequences of your actions. Investigate an offer that seems too good to be true. A surprise gift will arrive, or use your gifts and talents wisely. So there's something here for some of you about becoming really successful, perhaps even celebrity level. And this is to kind of remind you that you've got to be on your toes, right? You've got to be expecting that some things may be a little bit ominous, right? Hi there, Kevin. How are you doing? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, everyone. Let's dive in. I'm being pulled towards the voyage of the soul. See what's going on with your soul. All right. Haunting. Okay, well, I did ask, to be fair. Hi there, Dina. How are you doing? And then we have channel. Interesting. So underneath haunting, we have curse, lost souls, eerie, psychic attack, dark force. And under channel, we have downloads, claircognizance, flashes, information, and deliver. By the way, I have to remind you all, in the title, I wrote all signs advice at the end. So towards the end of the reading, I'm going to pull 2 cards for each sign. So a little bit more condensed version. So this haunting and channel is telling me that your intuition is incredibly useful for you right now. There could be somebody who's trying to tempt you into a situation that you know better, right? You see through whatever illusion there is, or you have this like gut feeling that this isn't what they're telling you it is. We have tomorrow, begin again, continue ahead, better days, and relief. Serendipitous, right place, right time, lucky and unexpected. So, for those of you that are negotiating some sort of deal and it seems to have fallen short of whatever your expectations are, there may be some merit to seeing what other offers are out there. So, you have to follow your intuition first and foremost. But if you feel like somebody's trying to take advantage of you, or somebody's trying to tell you that there aren't other people that would be interested in whatever you're selling, I feel like there's a pretty decent chance they're misguiding you, because we do have some sort of hint here that we've got another option or something else in the future for you. Hi there, Heidi. How are you doing? All right, let's see 2 more from these. We have Aura and Breakthrough. I love these cards together. The colors are like perfect. So underneath Aura, we have Mood, Light, Glow, Shield, and Protection. And underneath Breakthrough, Milestone, Epiphany, Climax, Advancement, and Quantum Leap. Such a good show. So there, you can check out the colors that I was talking about. Super beautiful. This feels to me like the perfect combination. So some of you may be encountering somebody that's really important on your path, whether it's a love interest or a business partner, but there's something here about holding out for the best, being in the right place at the right time to get something that seems unexpected. But this breakthrough moment comes because you're in the right place. So I feel like your location's really important. And I do feel like there's something here about a major storm. Not wishing any major storms on anyone, of course. Really has been kind of difficult to see all the things that are happening around the country as far as like bad weather, like trains derailing. So, sorry, sidetrack. This breakthrough feels like there's either like a cloud over you to signify that there's maybe a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of depression, or a little bit of disappointment, or there's actually a storm that happens. And this helps kind of elucidate for you something that needs to change or something that you can do. For some of you, this is a calling in terms of your job. And for others of you, this is finding a solution to a situation where you feel stuck. So take it how it resonates. Let's grab a tarot deck. I think we want the gold foil. All right, what else do we have about this breakthrough? Four of Cups in the reverse. Guys, this can signify curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat. Pandora's box. So there's somebody here who is hoping that you will be so drawn to whatever this curious item or situation is that you will forget to do your homework. This is somebody who may try to entice you by overpaying you or making an offer that seems too good to be true. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, we have somebody, I'm going to get in a little bit closer for you guys, somebody who's really focused on that pentacle, right? So I feel like this person who's trying to trick you is considering what motivates you and feels like they can use money to kind of distract you from the reality of the offer. But we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like your intuition is going to help guide you away from this problem. And with the Four of Wands, there's a sign here that you'll be able to move to the next level. You'll be able to find that recognition or that, I don't know, promotion that you really deserve. So you'll know when you have what you are meant to have. It'll feel like you were, like everything led you to that moment. Excellent. Change is good. It's very powerful. We have the Moon in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. This feels to me like we have somebody trying to disguise what they're really going for. This is like somebody who feels like they can hide their motives, hide their true intent. I don't mean to like disparage an entire like way of life, but this feels to me like a lawyer who knows that he's dealing with an opponent who doesn't know the law. So that's not to disparage all lawyers out there, but there's like somebody knows the rules, and whoever they're going up against, they feel like they don't know the rules. So somebody is trying to take advantage based off of what they view as an understanding gap, right? Somebody who doesn't know what they don't know. Seven of Pentacles. But this person's going to be putting in a lot of effort to secure something that they'll never actually secure. So in other words, with the Seven of Pentacles, what I see here is somebody who is very focused, perhaps too focused on a desired outcome, that they themselves actually lose sight of the situation. So they call something wrong or they miss some piece of information that's actually quite important. They don't judge the situation the way they should, and I feel like the way they normally would. So it's almost like they mess up because they're supposed to mess up. We have the Queen of Cups and the Lovers in the reverse. So there's a sense that you have to turn down something that you do love. So, in other words, this thing that you have to turn down because there's a better offer out there, whether it's job related or love related, it's not going to be easy for you to say, no, thanks, I'm good. You're going to more likely be, uh, mm, I don't know if I could do, can I do this? Like, it's going to take a moment to talk yourself into what needs to be done, and I feel like a big part of that is growing to the point where you accept you can be really excited about someone or something, or you can be in love with something or someone and still accept that it isn't the right thing for you. Maybe timing is wrong, maybe the circumstances are off. Just as an example, I feel like someone out there, this reading is to say, yes, you found your person, but the timing isn't right yet. They still have healing to go through, or they need to leave a relationship behind. There's something here about patience or acceptance and moving towards what is actually timed right for your life. Because we do have good news coming in. Page of Wands. It's like right after you say no to this thing that's hard to say no to, you get good news. It like validates what you've done and your perception changes. Like you go from worrying that you had just dismissed something that was worth your time to, oh, now I get it. Now I understand why that wasn't right for me. Because otherwise, this wouldn't have happened, right? Like a trip abroad or a job that you never thought you would get, or somebody you always had your eye on suddenly becomes single. Whatever it is, there's something worth waiting for, right? Hi there, Delphinia. How are you doing? So, what is this good news? Okay. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and then the Three of Cups. That's some weird energy to be celebrating. I feel like you end up celebrating because you realize that this deal that you turned down was actually not a deal. So it's almost like this celebration is like good for me. I didn't fall into a trap that many other people might have fallen into. I knew to like wait, right? But there's something else being celebrated, something that people didn't think would happen or you didn't think would happen. Yeah, exactly. Three of Wands in the reverse. This is an unexpected thing, something you didn't plan for. It could be a leadership role. It could be inheriting a lot of money. It could be stepping into your power because somebody else steps aside. There's something about being able to speak up exactly the way that you feel like you need to. Standing in your power. All right, let's continue with the Ghost Tarot. And then after the Ghost Tarot, I will get into the advice for each astrological sign. You can check the description box below. It has the order that I go in as far as which signs, but it is air signs, water signs, fire signs, and earth signs. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands. This is like the Queen of Wands being a warrior queen. This is somebody who has gotten through a lot, right? But sometimes people are maybe a little bit distracted by what the Queen of Wands looks like. I feel like this is one of those instances where someone was judged on their exterior. It doesn't even have to be, oh, you look sexy, so I'm distracted by that. This could just be somebody judging a book by its cover and being really wrong. Now, what I find is, I think in particular, this Queen of Wands energy is somebody that was underestimated in terms of their level of perception or their intelligence. And what ended up happening is the exact piece of information that this Queen of Wands needs to make this decision falls into her lap. So, in other words, with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, followed by the Seven of Swords in the reverse, whatever somebody tries to lie about immediately gets discovered by this Queen of Wands or very shortly thereafter. So this Queen of Wands ends up coming across much more powerful than initially presumed. And it could be because of connections. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And to me, this is like somebody seeing that the Queen of Wands needs some sort of assistance or information, and they go out of their way to make sure the Queen of Wands has what she needs. Again, remember that with tarot, you can have masculine or feminine energy representing you. We all have both of those, so don't read too closely into the genders, okay? So, now we have the Chariot in the reverse and the Seven of Wands. So we have somebody here who has tried to haunt you, tried to curse you, tried to be an obstacle, or tried to control you. And they thought they could get you based off of your curiosity, right? Because we have Pandora. Hi there, Ashish. How are you doing? Oh, did I say that right? I think so. Because we have the Seven of Wands coming out, and look at all of those like fiery ghosts. I don't know if you guys can see that. We've definitely got a level of protection here that this opponent did not expect. So this Chariot being in the reverse is like stopping somebody dead in their tracks. Like, nope, sorry, whatever you thought you were going to do is not going to happen. So for example, if somebody thought that they could make a deal, like a business deal that was supposedly 50-50, but really favored them with some weird clause, that got called out. That got put to the forefront, right? And then we have the Magician in the reverse. Somebody is finding out they did not have everything wrapped up in a nice little bundle. Something is falling apart at the last minute because they didn't really assess their opponent well. And then a new offer comes in. Page of Pentacles. Sorry, whatever you're offering, I'm not buying. But guess what? This other thing that comes around after I reject you is exactly what I was looking for. Isn't that perfect? All right, let's get into the advice for each sign. The first three will be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Let's see. We're going to use the Tattoo Tarot initially. I think I'll switch them with each group. So air signs will get the Tattoo Tarot. All right, what do we have for Aquarius for advice, please? Wow, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. So Aquarius, I feel like whatever the situation is for you, the call to action for you is to be willing to accept things for the way that they are and keep in mind that whatever is meant for you will be for you. This person cannot steal that from you, but there is a risk here of perhaps getting petty or jealous, wanting revenge. And with the Page of Cups in the reverse, this feels to me like a dangerous path to go down, kind of reminiscent of what Pandora has to say no to, right? There's an opportunity here for you to really ruin somebody's day or really like take revenge. And I feel like the right call for you is to instead step aside, let karma do its thing, because the universe will always deliver better karma than you can. So I think, Aquarius, the message here is be cautious and think about what you want, like, people in a year to think about this situation, right? Don't act hastily or recklessly. What do we have for Gemini, please? Gemini, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. This is one of my favorite Knight of Swords. As you can see, we have two horse heads here. indicating that there's a question mark in terms of where are we going? So it's like, I packed my bags, I'm ready to go on a vacation, but I have no idea where I'm going. So there's a sense here of urgency or maybe even reckless abandon. And with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, this is like greed or selfishness to me. So I feel like somebody has taken a misstep or done something they shouldn't have because they were acting too quickly on whatever emotions they were feeling. And I think this is something that is coming out for you, Gemini, because it will help you understand who you should trust and who you shouldn't. In other words, if there's somebody here that you feel didn't really think things through, that's probably not somebody you want to latch your wagon up to, right? So find a better partner. All right, for Libra. Libra, we have the Four of Cups, Six of Swords, and the reverse. So you may recall that I said something about a big decision where maybe it's really hard for you to say no, but you still have to say no. I feel like Libra, that's the most important part of this message for you. There's a reminder that yes, it's going to be difficult. You can see that that lady is crying, but the rejection is for your protection. So even though it is difficult, even though it may feel like things get worse for you initially before they get better, they still will get better. And this is still the right decision for you. So sorry that it's difficult, but keep the faith because things do get better after you make this difficult decision. All right, now we're going to move on to water signs. So that'll be Pisces, Cancer, and then Scorpio. We're going to use the Meta Muse for the water signs. All right, what advice do we have for Pisces? A repeat, Four of Pentacles. Oh, wait, no, we had Four of Cups before. So Four of Pentacles, this is, as you can see, she's just like clutching onto that pentacle, like, no, 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 please don't take that away from me. Or is it a he? I can't tell. We've got somebody that is holding back. But, oh, did you see how that flipped? But I don't think they're going to be holding back for long. This could be that secondary offer, Pisces, that you're looking for. It feels to me like you are kind of like Libra, being encouraged to be patient, hold back, and make maybe a difficult decision. With the Fool coming out, initially I saw it in the reverse and then it flipped into the upright position. I think you're going to have to make a decision that feels like it's the wrong one initially, but your gut tells you it's the right one. So the message here, Pisces, is pay attention to your intuition, especially if you feel like it's guided you correctly in the past. Trust it to do so again. There is something here about change or something a little bit different that works out for you. All right, for Cancer, we have Prince of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands has come back out. So there are definitely obstacles that are being put in your way, things that people are trying to do to make it more difficult for you to be successful, but they can't stop a Queen of Wands. This Prince of Pentacles is in the reverse because people are trying to do everything that they can to stop you from getting your blessings or getting this new opportunity, this new love offer, whatever it is. But they can't stop it because the thing is, the Queen of Wands draws in opportunities. So even if you stop one, another one comes through. So this Queen of Wands is coming through as unstoppable energy, even though there are opponents that are trying to, poo in her punch bowl. All right, for Scorpio, we have the Eight of Wands, Two of Wands. Scorpio, it is time for you to take action. When we have two of the same suit coming out together, I add them together. So we have an issue here where somebody has planned a change or planned to take action in a situation, but they haven't done it yet. So your advice coming out as the Eight of Wands is like, hey, if you have somebody you need to call, call them. Hey, if you have something you need to do it. There is, with the Ten of Wands being what these two are added together as, there's something here about an impending ending. There is a timeline or an open window that will close. So get on it, Scorpio. All right, let's switch over to fire signs. We're going to use the Black Tarot for you. What advice do we have for Aries? We'll go Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, by the way. Aries, what do we have? Aries, we have the King of Swords and the Four of Cups in the reverse. That's the second time we've gotten the Four of Cups in the reverse. And we also had it in the upright. So we had the Four of Cups in the reverse over here, which, if you recall, is the same thing as curiosity with the Pandora card. So definitely some validation here for you. But Aries, mostly what I see is you have the knowledge that you need. Don't go, like, honestly, this feels to me like I'm seeing the Simpsons episode where I think Lisa was sneaking into Flanders' place and they were trying to get her out before someone got home. I feel like there's something here that is a little perilous that you're trying to potentially do to get information, and it's not worth it. So there's something here about you already knowing what you need to know. Don't keep digging or don't keep risking things because you want additional information. The King of Swords already has that information that he needs. All right, what do we have for Leo? Oh, I love that card. Okay, Leo. So we've got the Fool and we have the Ace of Spheres in the reverse. Look at how cool that Fool card is with him jumping up towards the moon. Okay, so we have a sense that you are going to do something that is outside of your comfort zone or something that is a bit of a reach for you, and you may have to deal with an initial rejection or an initial delay. Don't let that stop you. This may be just like a little bit of a test to make sure you actually want what you're going for. So don't give up just because of an initial problem, okay? All right, what do we have for Sagittarius, please? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is advice, remember, Sagittarius? And if we've got Four of Wands in the reverse, that kind of feels to me like a shaky foundation. So it feels to me like, Sagittarius, you need to be kind of guided or supported to do that thing that you're thinking about doing, even though you may feel like it's a step backwards, or you may feel like you are going to regret what happens, what changes, who you don't see anymore. There's something here about, yes, take that leap, jump. You can do this. Don't be concerned about whatever is holding you back, because you aren't going to regret what you think you might. All right, let's move on to earth signs. We've got Capricorn first, and then Taurus, and then Virgo. We'll use the Golden Art Nouveau for our earth friends. All right, what do we have for Capricorn, please? Capricorn, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's going to be, much like our Leo friends, there's going to be an issue here that feels like a loss, something getting away from you, or something never fitting, right? It could be that you feel drawn to this particular promotion or this particular person, but then in your pursuit of that, something else comes up, another love interest or another opportunity for you in work that aligns better to you. So take the loss and keep moving. There's something that you won't expect that comes around for you that really is meant for you. So, yeah. What do they say? Like, aim for the moon so you land among the stars or something. I'm not knowing how to quote things. Sorry, guys. You know the general sentiment, though. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse for you, Taurus, and the Magician in the reverse. There's somebody here who is going to try to make it seem like they are helping you resolve a problem, but they don't have good intentions. This is somebody who still feels like you deserve to be stuck or still feels like you should have to work hard for whatever it is that you've earned. So I do sense a bit of jealousy here, or somebody who is really intent on distracting you or misguiding you. So be cautious in terms of who you trust. For some reason, I do feel like the color red is important. You'll know if it's meant for you. All right, for Virgo. Virgo, we have the Queen of Cups, the sweetheart of the deck, and the Four of Wands. Virgo, are you in love? Someone in love with you? We've got somebody that wants to take things to the next level, and I get all sorts of good vibes off of this, especially since we already have the Four of Wands here and the Queen of Cups here. So this is like double validation that there is a love connection here and somebody wants to take it to the next level. But I do feel like there is a difficult, like an obstacle that needs to be overcome, a hurdle that needs to be addressed. And because we have everything based off of Pandora or curiosity, there could be something here for you, Virgo, about not asking that question. There may be a question that just burns through you. You really need to know, what did you do here, or who did that, or do you like me better? Hi there, Miss Joanna. Hello, Judo Chopper. Hello, Cran. But Virgo, I feel like you're being advised to not ask this question because the information that you seek will come out in a more organic fashion if you just leave it alone. But I feel like if you get too curious, it's going to betray your goals in some way. Like, it may look like you're overreaching or controlling when really you're not. You're just curious. So hold back a little bit. You know, silence can have its place in a conversation just as much as speaking. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that reading and let me know if you like the different kind of style for all signs, and I will see you on the next reading.